Here's 8 ways to make sure that you can retire earlier if you want to, improve your investment pot, or just maybe make sure that you've got sufficient money to do the things that you want to do. Number 1, don't procrastinate. Every day makes a difference, so the sooner you get started, the better. In fact, a 25-year-old compared with a 30-year-old, actually, that can make 50% difference in the amount of money you end up with. Don't procrastinate, get it started today. Number 2, don't turn down free money. Some companies will contribute towards your pension, contribute towards your savings. Ask the question, will they do it? If there's free money, obviously take it. Some governments, for example, the UK, they have NI, and actually their national insurance can actually increase your pots. Free money, talk to an advisor and make sure you grab any free money. Number 3, make sure you're a smarter investor. That means diversifying. Make sure that you talk to an advisor. Make sure you've got a spread of investments, different asset classes, commodities, stock, fixed interest. Just make sure that you've got that diversification there. Number 4, ditch bad funds. Funds that are not performing, ditch them. If they're not doing well, talk to an advisor. But again, ditch the ones that are not performing. If they're not performed in the past, it's reasonable to assume that actually they may not perform in the future. So ditch funds that are not performing. Number 5, retire later. In other words, it's the same thing as start earlier. If you want a bigger pot, you want to improve the amount of investments you got, just leave it 5 years, you actually end up at average growth with 50% more money. So in other words, time makes a difference. So if you want a bigger pot, leave it later, or save more for the things that you want to do. Just move it back 5 years, you end up with a bigger pot. Okay, number 6, save more. Increase your contributions, increase the amount. Because I can't afford it. Okay, well, you can't afford not to. So it's actually a question of reducing other expenditure if you want to increase your investments. So you have to perhaps go without things in order to increase your investments. So in my early days, I had to go without things to make sure that I was investing in myself, because I did that, and also investing in investments that I was obviously talking to other people about as a financial advisor. But there were sacrifices there in order to create the pot. Once the pot's rolling, makes a massive difference. Number 7, look for old schemes. If you work for different companies, you may have left behind a little pot of money. Okay, actually, there's billions that have been left in previous companies. Look and just see if you've got anything left lying around, bank accounts, anything. People leave pots of money behind. Just search your memory what you left. Okay, and lastly, get a forecast. It actually makes a difference. If you can see what you're going to end up with, increases your motivation, or perhaps increases your fear to do something about it. Like it either goes, wow, okay, I can do that, or perhaps it goes, oh, wow, I've got to do something about it. But having a forecast and knowing what your target is actually makes a massive difference. That's 8 ways you can increase your investment pot, increase your pension, and actually create more money for your future. Hit subscribe, please like, please share the video. I'll put information on how to make money and what it takes to be successful in life.